Hello, unique individuals. It's Ari and Tony back with another video. In today's video, I wanted to make a quick video on just new things or new things that I've wanted to exercise, and not just because it is a new year, it is 2026 right now. I've never been the type of person to say new year, new me, not from what I can remember. I just always believe in everyday growth, self-growth, no matter what year it is, and to always practice that. And that a new year isn't going to automatically, I'm not going to automatically change because it's a new year. That's just never been me. But I kind of wanted to share some of the things I've been thinking about that I do want to start exercising potentially down the road when it comes to my natural hair care maintenance. And here we go. So I would say the first thing I want to exercise is probably doing more research on having a dry scalp. I am somebody that has naturally curly hair, but I do suffer from a dry scalp, and it is a little bit more difficult for me to lock moisture in my scalp a lot of the time. So not only do I have to use moisturizing products, but I have to just be mindful of how frequent I wash my hair and be mindful of just what all goes into that routine. And I want to research and find products that I could use to be able to nourish my scalp. And I also want to just try to get back on track, because I feel like I've been consistent when it comes to taking care of my hair, but I do want to get back on track when it comes to just staying on top of doing the once a week washing. My hair is straight right now, and usually when my hair is straight, I try to get like a maybe 2 to 3 week wear. But when it is curly, I want to get back to just doing the once a week wash days or the once every other week wash days and not trying to fall off of that. And when I do kind of go over that once every other week, make sure I'm detangling my hair, because I feel like I have had some instances recently where I've kind of pushed off wash day and my hair is knotted up, and I'm just like, I do not want to deal with this. And I feel like that's one of the main things I feel like a lot of us people with naturally curly hair have. We have those times and those days where our hair gets in this like ball, and it's just so knotted and so tangled that we don't want to do anything with it, or we're like, oh, this is too much for us. And I honestly just want to be better just going forward with that, because I've been slacking, y'all. I would say the next thing I do want to exercise potentially down the road, or I've kind of have been exercising already, is kind of cutting back on my trims. I trim my own hair and I do my own hair care maintenance. This is something, disclaimer, this is something I prefer to do. If you are somebody that decides or prefers to go to a professional to get your hair cut, by all means, do what you have to do. But me personally, I am a lot more comfortable doing my own hair maintenance on my own. And I've watched other creators on this platform have a lot of length, or grow their hair to have a lot of length by cutting down on their trims. And I feel like I've always had this thought of, how do people grow their hair super long? And it's because they're probably not doing super blunt trims all the time, or doing super common trims all the time, or trims too often. And I kind of want to exercise this. And then obviously I'm gonna still trim my hair eventually, but I honestly don't know when I started this. This is like more recently, but I'm gonna cut back on trims for a little while, and then just to see how much length I can retain and how much length that I do get, because I have hair goals. You know, my hair is already long, but I want it to be, I would say I want it to be like hip length. And when I say hip length, I want it to be hip length in the front, because in the back, it's like touching like the top of like my behind, you know, it's getting long. So I want to see how long I could go with doing that. And of course, while trying to do that, just being mindful of trying to keep up with deep conditioning in my regular routine and things like that. So I would say other things when it comes to natural hair care and things like that, I would say one of the main things that I do kind of want to, that I have been working on, and I feel like I'm getting more comfortable with doing this, because I feel like I've been taking care of my hair for a while. Like seriously, I feel like it's been since 4 or 5 years ago when I decided to take my hair care journey seriously. No dyeing, no anything like that. I'm the type of person to where I've gotten highlights in the past a couple of times, and then I've also done box dye before, but I haven't done any dyeing or anything like that. My hair's been completely natural for a while now. And I feel like as natural hair people, a lot of us have this guilt where we don't want to harm, we don't want to break our hair off, we don't want to do this. And I'm to the point where it's just like, I got one life and I'm going to live it, and I'm not going to put myself in the box, because I have all of this fear of messing up my hair, you know. And I am getting older. And I feel like your body changes, and that is also something you have to consider as well. But I feel like if I do want to just one day go to the salon, because that's something that I will do, is go to the salon and get my hair colored. I'm not doing that at home. But if I want to one day wake up and go to the salon and color my hair, I will do that, because I've been thinking about it. I've just been a little worried. But just kind of not really having those fears, and not just having certain things keep me stagnant when it comes to being on this journey. Because like I said, we have this fear when having natural hair that we don't want to mess our hair up and we don't want to do this and that, but we only have one life, and we have to live it to the fullest, and that includes our crown. And I would say those are like the main three things that I want to exercise when it comes to natural hair care. And then also I would say, who knows what I might come across when it comes to being on this journey in the future, and certain products and certain things that I do want to use. Because I know not only do creators that I've seen they use, or I've seen people use, not only products to help their hair grow, but they also use supplements. They also try different things. And I'm going to do research just to see what works for me, and just to see what I find out there that I will be more than happy to share with you. Thank you all for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.